Welcome to the NLX podcast, located at Venture X in Parsippany, New Jersey. This podcast is called The Extra Mile. We shoot every week, and today we have a guest, Carlos Castan from DataWorks LLC. Carlos, I want to thank you very much for joining us on the Extra Mile podcast today.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you for having me.
Carlos, I think why don't we start off with you telling the audience exactly what your company does first?
Sure. So DataWorks specializes in business communications technology solutions. We've been in business for 20 years. We really evolved from being data and voice communication guys to really the new smart telephone systems and technologies that are being used today. Our company really specializes in smart telephone systems, communications productivity apps, and also most importantly, very relevant today is remote workforce connectivity.
Oh, ever so. There's more people working from home today than ever before.
More and more, Bruce.
You just brought up a very good point where smart telephone systems, and I know that over the last 20 years, phone systems, communication systems have evolved, okay? Why don't you give the audience a little bit of an understanding or a breakdown of what that means?
Great question, Bruce. For the last, I'd say easy 5 to 10 years, phone systems have been evolving, and they've been evolving because business is evolving. The way we communicate and engage with each other is evolving. So, hey, listen, it's not about just pick up the phone and calling someone. It's about, do we set up a Zoom call? Do we chat? Do we Slack? Right. Do we do screen share for communication? So all of that has changed dramatically. And as a result, the industry has changed. Phone systems nowadays have really become an information technology tool. We're dealing more and more these days with information technology decision makers and companies as a result.
So how is that with today's workforce working from home and these new communication systems, how does that help an individual working from home more so today than them just using their iPhone, which I'm sure they don't want to use? No one wants to use their personal phone for business. So your apps or your systems probably can help them do this, correct?
Sure. So today, as far as smart telephone systems are concerned, hey, you're working from home, you're on the road. Some days maybe you're in the office working in hybrid mode, right? So if you're on the road, we can give you on your cell phone an extension app right on your phone. So now it's just like having a phone on your desk. It's on your mobile phone. You can make calls, receive calls, give out caller ID from your company, never give out your cell phone number. You're reachable.
So it's one number then. It's one
number.
So when you go to a trade show, when an employee goes to a trade show or they're out as a salesperson on the road, they only give one number. It doesn't have to be a direct number anymore or anything like that. It's just one number, and
that's the benefit of things. This is why it's evolved and changed. You no longer on your business card, this is my cell number, this is my office number. It's one number. We can take it to the next level. You can have your cell phone app when you're on the road. You can have a laptop software app on your laptop. You can have a desktop app. And basically, when everybody calls you, we can have all three of those phones actually ring. So one number, they can call you wherever you're at. If you're on the road, if you're working from your computer, if you're working from your desk in your office, you are 100% reachable. It makes it easy for people to contact you.
Right. But you made a comment before about transferring that call. If you didn't want to pick it up, you can transfer it. Does that one number show up on the transfer, or does your name show up on the transfer? What shows up on that transfer of that number?
When you transfer that call, you're going to be showing the initial inbound caller ID of who's calling that would be transferred across.
Okay.
Now, when that call is transferred over, right, if you're not available, right, I mean, it could actually ring other people within your coverage group or your department, or it can go into voicemail. And if it goes to voicemail, we can convert that voicemail to an email to notify you regardless. So you're covering your inbound calls regardless of the situation.
So when you convert it to an email, are you telling me that they could read that message right on there?
It converts it to text and also audio as well.
And how accurate is that?
Well, listen, when it converts it to text, I mean, depending on how fast you're calling, the quality of a call, it's probably like 80%, 90% accurate.
Okay.
And then if it's a recorded call, you hear it just like regular audio from a voicemail. So there's no difference there.
And inside of that email, does there happen to be a callback button where if you want to press a button just to call that customer back, or do you?
Yes, there is. You get that option as well.
How did I know you were going to say that? Oh my gosh. So if you're mobile and you're on your mobile phone and you're in the car where, you usually use hands free. Okay. But if it comes up on the screen, it's just a one press button to call that number back again.
Absolutely. We try to make sure that there's call coverage and also we can document whoever's calling so you can get back to them.
Unbelievable. Now you mentioned video chat when you were just talking, and I guess that's one of the components of this new smartphone.
Yes, Bruce. It's more than just a phone system that has smartphone apps for your mobile phone, for your laptop, or for your desktop computer, of course. But also nowadays we communicate in different ways. These phone systems have their own communication apps, and right from that app, you can decide, hey, do I want to call somebody? Do I want to set up a web call or video call? Do I want to chat, or do I want to screen share? So all those options are available to you simply and easily from one application.
So this app or dashboard, if you will,
yes,
it logs all of this information in.
Absolutely. It's one place where you can manage these calls and also track your communications.
So now, if a company had a CRM system, could they bring that information into their CRM system?
They could paste and copy communications and put them right into that CRM system. Absolutely.
That's valuable right there. That really is, because there's so many companies where, the communications platform don't integrate with the CRM system and they have no way of making them talk to one another.
That's correct. Optionally, with certain CRMs, we can even give you, when somebody calls you, we can give you a screen pop from your CRM of who the caller is. So now you not only get who's calling, but any notes and any other information that's part of the CRM.
And all of these apps work from within. So if an employee is working from home that day, and they open up the apps, all of these apps work integral from their mobile device.
It's a single app with these various features. And the features are the various ways in a modern day office that we communicate. It's not just about phone calls any longer.
No, that is incredible. Okay. So you've seen the industry evolve significantly over the years with regards to this.
Absolutely. And, when we talk to our clients, we can tell them, hey, listen, we evolved from voice over IP type of technologies. But today it's more than just voice over IP. It's about phone calls, video conferencing, web conferencing. It's about chat. It's about screen sharing. It's about communicating on your terms.
You just hit the button with VoIP, with voice over IP. Most people have cable in their house for the internet, Wi-Fi. And let's say the company or they create a call, and I know your systems are in the cloud, okay?
Yes.
How could they, if their internet goes out at home, how could they access the cloud so that they can make their meeting?
One of the best and practical and affordable ways to back up your internet connection if it fails from home. This is for remote home users.
Right.
You go to your phone, you turn on your hotspot, and all of a sudden you've got an internet connection, a cellular internet connection. And because everything is through IP, you're connected.
Wow, it's that simple. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that did not know that.
We've had lots of clients that called us on the phone and said, Carlos, we lost our internet. How are we going to, hey, listen, turn on your hotspot, relaunch your application and you're in business.
That's incredible. That's really good. That's good information, Carlos. Thank you. Is there any technology that's coming out that you're working on right now that's going to revolutionize the future here with regards to smartphones?
I'm going to say this. There's a trend right now where people are really not moving away from your traditional phone on your desk. Now it's like a paperweight. People are working with their phones. It's a graphical interface on their computer screen where they have a nice big screen, not just like 12 buttons. They can see the status of a call. They can see the status of all extensions in your company if people are busy or not available. They can transfer the call. They can actually see how many calls are active at any time. It's just giving you a lot of information on a specific call. So the trend is really to giving people or users more information regarding a call so you can act more accordingly based on that call.
But because it has a big screen, the system that you just described, that's not the screen. If they do a video call, that's not the screen that they're using for the video call.
It's a different screen. It's your phone system's interface for making that call.
Understood. Okay. All right. This was great. Carlos, I can't thank you enough. This information that you just gave the audience here is terrific. It's great. So what does your company provide if someone called you, okay, and needed to know whether or not your service could be an add-on or help them in any way, okay? What do you provide to them?
We provide a free audit, comprehensive audit. We find out, how they handle inbound and outgoing communications. We make a recommendation. We help them budget. We address their most immediate needs, and then they can actually invest over a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year period to get to where they need to get to. And we provide comprehensive implementation, project management, and ongoing support.
Wow, that's a lot. And this audit, does this cost them anything?
It's a no-charge audit. It's really us helping the client, giving them some insight into how their communications are working, if they're doing a good job, if there are areas of improvement, and that's absolutely free.
Well, Carlos, why don't you tell the audience how they can get in touch with you for one of these complimentary audits?
Sure. The best way to get a hold of us, you can email me directly. It's ccastan, CCASTAN, at DataWorks. It's DataWorks LLC.com. Thank you.
Carlos, thank you very much. I think that everybody should jump on and pick up the phone and call Carlos for a complimentary audit because I think he's got a lot of good resources to bring to your company and your organization.
We look forward to helping all our clients. Thank you.
That's terrific. I want to thank everyone for watching the podcast. This is the NLX podcast, The Extra Mile, coming straight to you. We're going to have more exciting episodes. Stay tuned. And Carlos, thank you very much for joining us here.
Oh, thank you, Bruce.
Okay, anytime.